the best cereal of all time tier list, baby. Yes. People are always asking me, Ken, what's like your favorite cereal? Cinnamon Toast Ken. Cinnamon Toast Ken, what's your favorite cereal ever? Cinnamon Toast Ken. What cereal do you like? And now we have a list here for everyone that asked me this question. We have the cereal tier list. I've been seeing a lot of tier lists on YouTube, and I thought, man, I really want to do that. So we're gonna. And as Dane always says on these tier lists, they are historically accurate and scientifically proven. My opinion is law. So you may see it here on the board. You got the old Cinnamon Toast Crunch, you know, right here at the start. Well, what we're going to do is we're just gonna put this down here at the end. We're gonna hold on to that one. We're gonna save that one for later. But the first thing we're gonna do is rip this Band-Aid off real quick. Captain Crunch berries, Captain Crunch with the berries, booty tier, straight to the bottom. Oh my God. I remember the first time I had these things. I had Captain Crunch and Captain Crunch peanut butter. Mwah, delicious. But the berries, aside from a terrible taste and the roof of my mouth cut up, it's just disappointment altogether. D tier at the bottom. Blah. And while we're doing Captain Crunch, let's go ahead and do the rest of them. So the best Captain Crunch is obviously peanut butter crunch. We'll put that in B tier. We'll put that in B tier. And then the normal Captain Crunch, C tier. You know, just B, C, D. Captain Crunch he's not the top of any list. He can never be. He's just that guy, you know, making mediocre cereal and really bad cereal that has berries in it. And if you like the berries, there may just be something wrong with you. I don't know. While I'm thinking about it, why did we ever think that cereal was like a good thing to eat for breakfast? I'm getting a sugar high just looking at this list. It's like what they used to tell us, like to not eat much meat and eat a bunch of pastas and bread, and they flip that upside down. They also used to tell us that cereal's good for you. I don't really know what to think anymore. You guys still eat cereal? Let me know in the comments if you still eat cereal. Which one's your favorite? One of my favorites on this list right here, the king of goddamn cereal, Frosted Flakes, going to the top. Delicious Frosted Flakes. You can eat them with milk, without milk. You just like open the bag up, grab a handful of Frosted Flakes. Mwah.
Diabetes.
All right, let's just start from the left here. Let's go Rice Krispies. Rice Krispies. Rice Krispies. I'm putting it at the bottom, right down there. We'll put that in front of the Crunch Berries though, because you know, Rice Krispies is one of those cereals that you like eat over at your grandma's house, but you put more sugar on them. You ever did that? You ever had some cereal and you added sugar to it, but they snap, crackle, and pop though. You can hear them popping in the bowl. It's like all the air pockets and the screams of your teeth as you eat the cereal rotting away. Okay, we got two different Cheerios here. We got the green box Cheerios and the other Cheerios. I don't know. Maybe one's like honey Cheerios. I'm not too sure. I don't think I've ever had the green box. Cheerios is also one of those that you almost need some sugar for, but not quite. So I'm gonna put that up in the D. They're both going in D ranking, right? C ranking, excuse me. C. Almost good, but kind of cardboardy at the same time. That's my Cheerios experience. Cookie Crisp. All right, Cookie Crisps right here. You see the commercials? You guys remember the old commercials? They had like the two bandits that are like running from the cop, like, you stole a Cookie Crisp or whatever, and no Cookie Crisp. Yeah. So Cookie Crisps, I remember going to the store with my mom. I'd seen the commercial on Saturday morning cartoons, and I finally got them. You pour them in the bowl. They're like these little cookies. They even got like little chocolate chips on them, and you put them in your mouth, and then you put it in C rank. You put almost D rank. Just from the disappointment of it not being what you thought. It does taste kind of like cookies. Cookie Crisp, I remember being a disappointment when I had them. They were okay, but they just weren't that great. C ranking. I'm putting them on C. Special K. Special K. They always talk about how healthy Special K is. Like, oh my God, you can get your figure all fixed up with Special K. Special K is like Frosted Flakes, but not as good. So if you got Frosted Flakes, why would you need Special K? D ranking in the bottom, above Captain Crunch Berries though. Yeah. Kicks, don't know what Kicks are. They going in D ranking. Never heard of Kicks. It's got a corn on there, a corn cob, an ear of corn, a corn on there. I don't know about Kicks. I'm gonna put them in D rank just because if I haven't heard of you, D-lister. The Apple Jacks, the good old Apple Jacks. Now Apple Jacks are pretty goddamn tasty. They don't really taste like apples, I don't think. They kind of got like this apple aftertaste. I'm gonna put those in A rank. A rank for Apple Jacks. Funny story, CinnamonToastKen, the channel name. Another name that I considered back then was Apple Jackson. Another one that my buddy Jacob had made up. Let's watch another Apple Jackson video. Or CinnamonToastKen. I don't know. Maybe I should rebrand one day because Cinnamon Toast Ken's a very long name and not a lot of people know how to spell cinnamon. All right, next up looks like cornflakes. Cornflakes, just like Special K, is just the not as good Frosted Flakes. Well, because they're not frosted. They had the little bird on there, and it was always like the commercial for it would like cock-a-doodle-doo, whatever, and like wake the people up like, oh, yummy, boo, D rank. Add some sugar to it, and we'll be talking. Oh my gosh, Count Chocolate. There was several of these. There was the Count that had the chocolate flavor. There was like the Boo Berry. Yeah, the Boo Berry. This was a pretty interesting one. Oh, Count, you got the chocolatey cereals that make your milk chocolate. The Count did that. He hooked you up, and he also had marshmallows. Yeah, I'm gonna put him in B rank. It was pretty good, but he can't reach the heights of Apple Jacks and Frosted Flakes though. The Count goes to B. It always made me think of Sesame Street too when I was a kid looking at it. Like, does he count them like Sesame? Like 1, 2. You guys watch Sesame Street? You guys know what I'm talking about? I don't know my audience anymore. Rice Chex. Rice Chex. They hold the milk. You know, you scoop them up, but like they're weaved like a fence, like a lattice, and it holds the milk, and you get that yummy. The only thing Rice Chex were ever good for is making I think it's called dog food. It's like chocolate and like white powder. You put it in a bag and like shake it up, and the chocolate gets inside these things. That's good. Rice Chex by themselves, no, they going down there. The Kicks, you go to, I don't even know who you are, Kicks. You go down there. You're still better than the berries, but Rice Chex is another one that, unless you add some chocolate and some sugar, it's like everything you got to add sugar to just goes down to D. All right, it's D ranking. Honey Bunches of Oats. Now this one always looked like it was going to taste good. It always looked like one of those breakfast bars too, the way they like look like it's all chunked together and stuff. But I don't remember ever eating Honey Bunches of Oats. So you go down here in D ranking. Sorry. Oh, Frosted Mini Wheats. My grandma would always have Frosted Mini Wheats, and I'd always have to have a bowl when I go over there. Frosted Mini Wheats is going in A, because Frosted Mini Wheats were pretty good. Now, the only thing about Frosted Mini Wheats is that you got to eat them before they get too soggy. If your Mini Wheats get too soggy, they turn to like a mush, and you like mush them up, and then you like end up chewing them. It's like getting a piece of steak and it's too big and you chew on it. You just end up like chewing on it and you can't actually swallow it. That's what happened to Mini Wheats. So maybe I should put them in like a high B. Ooh. No. Nostalgia tells me that the Mini Wheats, they were legit. Honey Nut Cheerios. Okay, so you got Cheerios, these Cheerios, then you got Honey Nut Cheerios. Honey Nut Cheerios just had a little bit more than these other ones, and they were pretty. They had that B, and then they tried to turn them into like the Trix kind of B, to where he was like trying to get the Honey Nut Cheerios at a time. I remember a lot of these commercials. I don't know if you guys remember these commercials. I remember them. Honey Nut Cheerios, B tier. Yeah. Oh man, Reese's Puffs. Reese's Puffs. Did you guys have Reese's Puffs? S rank, baby. One of my favorite cereals growing up ever. Reese's Puffs. Now, Reese's Puffs did have kind of one of the issues that Captain Crunch did, to where like you ate enough of it, they kind of like grind your mouth up a bit on the top. Oh, man, those suckers were, they were good. Man. So, right, you didn't think it was going to get another S rank, did you? Reese's Puffs, right up there. We got a couple more that are going to make it to S too. Rice Krispie Treats, C, I think. I don't remember. They're better than Rice Krispies. The treats, I just know I liked them more than that. So I'll put them in C rank. Yeah, I'll put them in C. Now, the next one, Lucky Charms. Lucky Charms, one of the best. They're magically delicious. Lucky Charms is one of my favorite cereals of all time. Even without the marshmallows, like the other cereal was still pretty tasty. The Charms, I almost said mushrooms. Those marshmallows, Cocoa Krispies. Okay, these goes here with the Rice Krispie treats. You know, you got the I like some chocolate things, but just the Rice Krispie brand in general, I don't know. It's kind of whatever, you know. Fruit Loops, A tier. High A tier, actually. Almost S tier. Almost S tier. Fruit Loops, maybe I just ate Fruit Loops too much when I was a kid. They didn't have the same pizzazz that the S tier up here had. Solid cereal, for sure. Follow your nose. This is a weird brand thing that they had. Follow your nose. You little toucan like follows his nose to like the island where the Fruit Loops are. I guess you can smell them. They smell pretty fruity. Raisin Bran. Good old Raisin Bran. What do you guys think about Raisin Bran? It doesn't matter what you think. This is my list, and my list trumps all. Raisin Bran is an A rank cereal. Okay? I always thought raisins were nasty. Then I had some Raisin Bran, and I was like, whoa, when did this get so good? Raisin Bran's, if you haven't tried Raisin Bran, try it out. Especially now that you're old watching this video. Wait, there's 2 Raisin Brans. What is this one? Double Raisin Bran? Now, this is the good Raisin Bran. I don't know about this Raisin Bran. This one's got like the weird flakes in it. We'll put this one. That's the wannabe Raisin Bran. You get down there at D rank. Golden Crisp. Okay, Golden Crisp is one of those that were just kind of not good. It's gonna, no, hey, you're still above Crunch Berries because it's the worst cereal of all time. But Golden Crisp, nah, they were okay. I had them like one time and I never wanted them again. You know, kind of like Smacks. Smacks go down to D tier. Smacks and Golden Crisp, they're kind of the same thing. Yeah, nah. Oh man, the Fruity Pebbles are up next. A classic cereal. They had like a very short lifespan of when the milk actually hit them, and they'd always get stuck to the side of your bowl, and you end up like scraping it back down the milk, and you know trying to get it under your spoon. And they were so light and airy. Fruity Pebbles is A rank. Fruity Pebbles is A rank for sure. And the Cocoa Pebbles turns that milk straight chocolatey. I'm putting it down here in B rank though, because Fruity Pebbles are better than Cocoa Pebbles. True story. True. I'd almost move them all up a rank. Cocoa Pebbles is almost A rank. It's good. It's good, but Fruity Pebbles, top of the A rank. Get up there. Apple Jacks, you go over there too. It's okay. This is getting pretty good. Pretty good. Cocoa Puffs, we'll put that down there in like C. Almost D rank, really. It's like it wants to be like Cocoa Pebbles and these other ones, but it just wasn't. It tasted like too cocoa-y. You know how you got milk chocolate and you got like dark chocolate, and if you're not ready for the bitterness of like dark chocolate, you're kind of like, ooh. No, that was Cocoa Puffs, in my opinion. They also had like the bird that wanted to be the Toucan Sam bird up here from Fruit Loops. I don't remember what he did. I think he just like tried to get the cereal, like the Trix bunny. We got the Trix bunny right here. Trix. Now Trix, I always saw the commercials when I was a kid, and they looked like little fruit things. I was like, oh my God, these things are gonna be the best thing ever. Then I finally got them, and I put them in B rank because they just weren't as good as I'd hoped they would be. I just looked at the commercials. Like the bunny just wanted the Trix so bad, but he could never get them. And then after years, he finally got them, and he was like, well, and his little ears would spin around, he'd fly around. Marketing is powerful. I watched a lot of commercials as a kid. I watched a lot of television. All right, Honeycomb. Honeycomb. You want honeycomb. You remember those commercials? Like the little freaking furball thing would like attack the people for their honeycomb? Yeah, Honeycomb was a different kind of cereal because those little honeycombs were thick. Those things are big. You get a hold of a honeycomb and you're munching. C. I think Honeycomb was a C. It was another one of those where the commercial got me excited as a kid, and I asked my mom for it when we went to the grocery store, and when I finally got it, I was like, why does he want these so bad? What's the big deal? Blah. All right, Pops. D rank Pops. And here we are. The moment of truth. The Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Where do I rank Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Well, I'll be honest. I didn't have Cinnamon Toast Crunch when I was a kid. I saw the commercials, the little baker dude, he like drizzle them around. And it's like the taste you can see, you know, they'd like zoom in to them and like, oh, wow. And now they got like the little dudes that eat each other or whatever, little cereals that attack each other. But they used to have a little cook dude. I actually didn't have Cinnamon Toast Crunch until after I'd already named the channel CinnamonToastKen. True story. I never had Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but I have had it since then. And it would probably rank higher on my list if I had it when I was a kid. But since I'm an adult and I actually eat healthy breakfasts these days, I was like, man, this is just a bunch of sugar. How is this even good? B rank. I'm putting Raisin Bran above it. I'm putting Frosted Mini Wheats above it. Fruit Loops, Apple Jacks, Fruity Pebbles above Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Come at me. My list. It's historically accurate and scientifically proven. Yeah, all the wannabes down here in the bottom. Freaking Crunch Berries. The worst cereal ever created. And you know what? If they sent me some Cinnamon Toast Crunch for free, maybe I'd even move it up my list a little bit, but they don't. They follow me on Twitter. But I've never gotten any Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And I am just B rank. I feel like we're fighting right now, but I'm just assuming it's just sugar. Like most of this stuff is. All this stuff is sugar. Nowadays, I prefer just to eat like some eggs and some toast, or like a breakfast bar or something. There's a whole aisle dedicated to cereal. And I feel like its time has passed. All those sugary breakfasts, it's coming to an end. And only a few will survive. And that'll be Frosted Flakes, Lucky Charms, and Reese's Puffs. I'll do some more. There's a YouTuber tier list over here. We can do that sometime. And here's my actual tier list. All cereals D. All right? Have a good day. Stay toasty, my friends. And I love you. Oh yeah, if today's your birthday, happy birthday. Hey!